Hi people and welcome to my program, and what a program we've got lined up for you today. Yes, we've had so many of you demanding for this program. I've just been inundated with everybody's emails and messages and stuff, and today I am very happy to present Mehak Naheem, who is an internet business mentor. Now this program is all to do with making money online and online opportunities that you can do whilst you're sat at home. So I'd like to introduce my guest, which is Mehak. So hi Mehak.
Hello Shaghofta, Assalamu alaikum, and thank you very much for having me here today.
So thank you for coming, and we'd just like to ask you, what is online marketing all about, firstly?
Online marketing is actually a huge big industry. It's not just a small aspect that somebody can just go into and learn one or two things about. There's the same as in traditional marketing. We have like billboards, we have advertising in magazines. It's exactly the same, but doing it using the internet.
So what is it that you actually do? You're an internet business mentor, but what does that mean?
Basically, my work as a mentor is I help people, I train people, coach them, guide them, work with them one-to-one to get their businesses, their ideas, and just helping them promote their business, but also making money using the internet.
One question is why do people need online help? Because it's a request I've had from my viewers. For the last week I've been inundated. So why is it people need that amount of help? Because, the figures just speak for themselves at the moment.
Definitely. We have, a lot of success stories online. And the reason people need help on the internet is because traditional marketing just isn't giving them the results that people are looking for. We only have to look at leaflets distribution or magazine, turnover rates for advertising. Companies are spending so much money and they're not getting the results they once were.
So how did you start off, Mehak? How did you come into all this?
Well, my story is quite different. Probably a lot of people, they get a bit shocked hearing from me. So I'm actually an accountant by profession, and obviously studied long and hard to get there. But I got to a point where I was working and I wanted to build my experience, and I just felt that this job isn't for me. I didn't like getting my boss to tell me what to do, because I just felt I was worth a lot more. And even in terms of the money that I could earn, it would have taken me a long time to achieve that. Instead of actually doing it online where I can earn that money a lot faster.
People tend to think that accountants charge a lot of money anyway. So does online make better money? Is that what we're saying?
Well, online definitely have a lot more potential, and there's a lot more benefits to it. For example, online you could be your own boss, work your own hours, and like you were saying, how did I get started? Well, I was like stuck in that position. I just didn't like my job, and I just thought, I want to make more money and have more time for myself to enjoy what I was doing, because it was not like I was not getting a very good salary, but I just thought, I could do much better than this. And then I started looking for ways to make money using the internet, and I came across different, programs, and once I got started, then, that was me. And before I was involved in the internet, I did think, like many people, a lot of Asians, they are entrepreneurial, and they think, well, I want to go into business, maybe start up my own news agents or my own boutique or whatever. And I did have these ideas, but traditional methods of setting up your business, it costs a lot more money. For example, a franchise can cost about £250,000, and even to set up like a shop, you've got your rates, you've got employees, your advertising costs. So it's a lot cheaper to actually start off on the internet compared to the traditional ways that we have.
Mehak is known as the UK's top global income producer. So what does that mean? How did you come about this wonderful title?
I achieved this title because I'm an income producer online, and I work with people all over the world. It's not just the UK. Yes, the majority of the people I do work with are based in the United Kingdom, but because I've got the internet, I could access people anywhere in the world. And I've got this title because I have earned an income from lots of different income streams, I don't just do the one thing. I've got lots of different businesses, residual programs, and I also started up my new business where I'm helping businesses because I saw there was a need in the market. Businesses were contacting me and they were saying I need help with my online marketing. So I thought, why not just get started and help them as well?
I mean, I'm really glad that Mehak's coming to the studio to talk to us today because unfortunately there's also a lot of scams on the internet and there's a lot of people just playing the system and you tend to lose a lot of money in that. So what do you have to say to all our viewers who are thinking, nah, you definitely can't make no money online and it's all just a one big scam and it's just not going to happen. So what would you have to say to all our skeptics?
Well, a message to all the skeptics out there is the facts and the figures speak for themselves. There's a lot of success stories online, such as Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, I hope I pronounced his name correctly. He started off just the Facebook as a social media for his own use, and now he is like a multi-billionaire. And these success stories, they show for themselves. What I would suggest to anyone that's wanting to make money online is, don't just come across the first person and part with your money. Do a bit of research. Look, is the person credible? What kind of information are they giving? Can you relate to them? Search for them online. Look on social media like Facebook. Check if they've got videos. Are they consistent? Are the videos of the same person? Have they got testimonials? Have a look at all this information and do your research. Make sure that you actually feel comfortable with working with the person before you actually part with your money.
Is it possible to get in touch with them? Because it's all online. I mean, it could be a fictitious person at the other end. So
definitely.
How do you
definitely.
safeguard?
I would recommend that you actually get in touch with the people and just have a chat with them and ask questions that maybe they haven't covered, or if you've got any concerns, you can always highlight that. And obviously, if you're getting in touch, if you're calling them, they should be available and have their contact details online, and it shows you that they are available as well. They're not just someone that's going to once you join them, that's it, you don't hear from them again.
So I think some of the YouTube videos that you've done, you can see that the person's actually physically present as well. So talk about your YouTube videos. What's all that about?
Yes, YouTube marketing is one of my favourite types of marketing because I feel that I can relate to people, I can show my personality and get my video message across a lot better. With video, obviously people can see that you're a real person and just naturally, they can just relate to you a lot better than a website.
You've talked about your entrepreneurial background helping you. What's all that about? How did that help?
My entrepreneurial background, obviously my family, they have a newsagents and I've been working with them from a very young age, helping out my parents, and basically that initially, I was working with my dad, and that was one of the reasons I got into it. I realised, I've got potential. I was saying to my dad, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, and giving him ideas for his for his business. So yeah, that's how I just thought, let's just do it for yourself. I mean, I'm a bit of a risk taker, so I just went for it.
With online marketing, people think that it's only for existing businesses, that you're an existing business and therefore you can do your marketing online and reach people that way around. So is that the only way of doing business on the internet, or are there other ways?
No, the internet has actually got thousands of ways to actually make money, and even myself, sometimes I actually get I just get taken aback by how many methods there are. It's not just for businesses. Obviously, businesses will get a better return on their investments for advertising, but because you can target people, you can reach a wider audience, but anyone can actually make money on the internet. There's lots of different methods, such as blogging, like YouTube marketing, for example, you mentioned there, and there's actually lots of ways. So what I would suggest is anyone that's looking to do that, they actually do a bit of research online, find out a little bit about online marketing, maybe look for a coach or a mentor, someone that they can look up to and who's credible, that they can maybe work with.
I mean, we're going to start asking some very direct questions simply because I've had a lot of questions coming into my inbox as well. So anybody who's watching this program, because we've got a lot of viewers watching this program today, so what do they need to do in order to, make money online? So what would there be their first port of call? What should they do from now?
Well, the first port of call for somebody would be is to like research someone like a mentor or someone that is credible, like I mentioned. Do a bit of research on them on the internet, what sort of things they have available, what they have to offer. Maybe go to their blogs, because a lot of the times, like myself, I have video blogs and I have like written blogs, and I target a lot of different issues and different sort of areas of the internet which I'm addressing a lot of questions that people maybe have concerns about or they maybe want to know about. So, if you go to people's blogs, you'll find out what their sort of style of marketing is, what they have to offer, and then you can take it from there. Usually people do have like, a program or some sort of training that they offer where, you can take it to the next step.
Just to explain to some of our viewers, what is actually blogging? What are we talking about here?
Blogging is basically, the best way to describe blogging is an online diary. You can do it through text, you can do it through video, basically anything, and it could be short, it could be like 5-10 minute long. Blogging is like you're just addressing issues, or you're just updating a sort of online diary where people can come, your visitors that are following you and want to find out more, and they can come and learn more. Blogging could be about internet marketing, it could be about a hobby, an interest, and there are people out there that are making money doing this.
So we do our blogging, so we've understood that bit. So where does the money actually kick in, and who actually pays you then? Who gives you the money for blogging? Huh?
Well, there's a number of ways that you can actually make money from blogging as well. For example, Google, they have a system where they put adverts on your website, and basically when people come to your website and they like what you've got to say, they'll click on these adverts and you can make money from that. So that's called revenue. There's also you can.
So does Google actually pay that money into your bank account?
Yeah, you can.
So you set it all up?
Yes, you just create an account, and then automatically they would send you a check or send you like a bank transfer. You can also, what some people do is they have like space on their website, and similar to billboards, you're actually buying space on somebody's website, and you could set up an advert for like a rectangle or a small square along these pages on people's websites, and that's another way that you can advertise and make money from.
That is absolutely fantastic. I hope everybody's like keeping up with what we're talking about. So we're talking about blogging, we're talking about making money directly from blogging, which is as Mehak's explained to us, and then Google will pay directly into your bank account. Is that how this whole thing works?
Yes, that could be one of the ways. I mean, like I mentioned, you could buy advertising space where that would be someone directly approaching you. Businesses do that all the time, or other people wanting to sell a product. If you, for example, are selling a beauty product, you could go to someone's blog who's always blogging about health and beauty, fitness, and that would be a targeted market where you're probably likely to sell more of your product as well.
What's a successful blog? What makes a successful blog?
A successful blog, I would say, is a place where obviously a lot of people are coming, they're getting valuable information, and you're getting a lot of people regularly visiting your website. Are we talking a
couple of hundred, or are we talking thousands, or are we like talking about these things which generate millions of hits?
I would say millions.
We're talking about millions.
Yeah, when you're
how do you generate that kind of traffic? Because I know lots of people, including myself, and although we've got a really good traffic on our Facebooks and our websites and stuff, it's not quite into its millions. So what would we have to do to up the traffic on our
Well, this is where online marketing comes into play. Yeah. It's not just one specific aspect that you can look into. There's actually lots of different, we call them marketing techniques. You could target 2 to 3 different techniques and grasp them well, so you're doing them correctly and doing them properly, getting the best results from those marketing techniques, so people would, you're getting traffic, like you say, to your blog. But what you could also do is advertise and have lots of different ways where, you've got 5-6 different methods, and again, you're just, getting a lot of traffic using those systems.
So to run a successful business online, you need to be generating really good traffic. Once you've generated the really good traffic to your website, that's where the money kicks in.
Yeah, and you would basically get the traffic from like social media, like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. These are the main social media platforms that we use. You could also do like online ads. You can do like pay-per-click, which is like ads on websites, you know, so there's lots of different ways. The same as offline traditional marketing, you know, you don't just get magazine adverts or billboards, TV adverts. There's